Hello everyone. I went down shopping today and went down to Good Bites and I picked up three laptops. Now these laptops are like I've bought before. They have no battery. The memory has been yanked out of them, and there's usually no hard drive or anything like that. It's missing stuff, but they're good cases and sometimes good LEDs, screens and stuff. The one I've been working on actually has a bad screen, so decided to go pick up some more, just because I'm not going to give up on this. One of the big things is, is this stuff e-waste? Is it useless, or can we do something with these? Can we use these as a test bed for something? One of my original thoughts on these was I wanted to build something that my daughter, who seems to tear up almost everything that we get her, make her something that, who cares if it tears up? Make it easily replaceable for cheap and all that. Plus, I also wanted to build something that I can take all these little single board computers, in essence, Raspberry Pi and their clones, all different ones, irregardless of what it is, be able to have something that everything runs off of USB or simple connections that can be changed out, and you can use this as use one of these as a test bed to test those types of boards without having to go through find a mouse, find a keyboard, get a monitor, get all that stuff together to put it all together. Just something you could simply just open up, break out, plug in the board, and go. I mean, literally that that simple. So that's kind of what. That's some of the inspiration behind this. Plus, can these be used for something? Can you make these for just cheap, computing devices? And then maybe, on the top, put a solar cell on top of this, so you can literally just set it outside if you're out in the woods or something, and you just want something to, do whatever you want on. You literally just set this down out of the sunlight for an hour or so, charge up the cell inside, open it up, it's low powered, and just away you go. So I thought I'd do this video. I have not gone through and tested any of these yet, so I have three of them here. I have one here and two over here. This is a compact. One of my things when I looked at this was, what does it have on it? How is it laid out? Is it something that, even if I fix it up, is it something I will like? Does it have stuff like, these buttons? Synaptic pads, I've learned, pretty simple to rig up. The keyboards, jury's still out on the keyboards. I haven't gotten that figured out quite yet. But the on and off button, they have these buttons, but underneath this could just be a board, who knows what. And then, the screen's not busted or anything. It's got a good top, nothing bad there. Does have a DVD drive. It has what looks like some USB ports over here, but I noticed it doesn't look like it. It looks like it may not be on an actual board. It might just be a module that can be tapped into and just use these. There's no other ports over here on this side, so there won't be any holes once everything's ripped out, which is nice. The front looks like there's just an audio and microphone jack. This might be, or probably is, on the motherboard, but there's holes here so that you could put a microphone and a headphone jack in and use it on, have it connect to the actual new board. Now this side, you got a modem and Ethernet jack. These two probably will be ripped out and not even utilized. Same way with this. What is this called? The D-sub connector, and I believe this one is S-video. I think that's what it says there. And then a USB port here, and then just a blank something. I don't know what. But this could be used for an SD card reader. Could be put in here. It's probably what was going to be here on some of the higher end models, but who knows. And this is a jack for the power, which I got a power jack that I can replace this with. On the back, you're of course missing the battery, missing the cover. There's no memory. There is the Wi-Fi card, but these are pretty much useless anymore. Looks like I'm not sure if this is a graphics chip or the GPU or the GPU. I'm not sure. With a compact, no, I guess that's I guess that's going to be the GPU because it looks like the CPU is right up underneath there. Anyway, hard disk caddy. This one's interesting because this actually has your SATA ports. So theoretically, you could throw memory in this in a hard drive and it might function. But I don't even know if it'll even post or do anything. So what I thought was we would, I've got these. This came off of a power adapter from Radio Shack. It's just basically a multi-tap. So it has all these different connectors on here. And I ran it over to banana clips. And I have my little power supply here. And have it run into banana clips into my power supply so that I can fire this up and see if this will even work. Before I invest any time in these anymore, I'm going to make sure that the LCD screen actually functions. The last one I did, the LCD screen did not function, not properly at least. It had a really bad green tint to everything. And I rewired the LVDS connector. I did everything. Went into software, changed everything on the converter board, and nothing worked. It still has a really green tint to everything. So, from now on, I am not going to do anything unless I've tested this. Okay. This does not say, at least I don't think it said voltage on it. Let me see. No, battery, so it looks like input 18.5 volts at 3.5 amps. So let's start off at 12 volts and see what happens. 12's a nice voltage to go with. Okay. Turn the current all the way up. We're sitting at 12.5 volts. Nothing. Alright, let's turn this up to 18 volts. Getting nothing. Try a different connection here. Started to get something reading on the current. Nope. Well, oh, wait. I got something now. I think we were getting almost a dead short on this. So I think there's a good possibility that this has a bad board. So, alright. This one, no go on this one. Of course, that's why it's so cheap. Motherboard may be bad. Okay, now for this one. This one is an HP. This one is a Pavilion Entertainment PC. Got the nice little artwork and stuff on it. Backside, I know there's a lot of panels missing here. Looks like there's two hard drive caddies, one here, one here. Does have what looks like a proprietary slot for the SATA ports, which is no big deal. Looks like there's a battery backup or something right here. Another Wi-Fi card, memory slots, and battery. Other than that, doesn't look too bad back here. It's got the rubber feet. Not too bad. On this side, this one has a D-sub. Looks like another S-video out. This one has some sort of expansion port here. And this has a card, and I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of a port that I have not seen yet. Not sure what that is. Looks like Ethernet, USB, and looks like FireWire connection. And this has your multi-port card reader. The front, you got a little Wi-Fi on and off slider. There's 2 headphone jacks on this one and a microphone. Looks like we have an infrared port here. DVD drive and this odd little USB port back here all by itself. Alright, power jacks back here on this side. Alright. This one, really nice. Keyboard, touchpad, and it looks really nice. It looks like it has an on-off button for the touchpad. It has a nice keyboard. Up here, it looks like this looks like it has capacitive touch controls up here. Be interested to see what's on the back side of this and if it can be utilized. So that'll be interesting. Power button here. It says it has Altic Lansing speakers, which, you know, it's laptop speakers and doesn't mean really anything. It has a webcam, and I don't know, it looks nice. The top's nice, it's sturdy, it's not flopping around or broken. So let's see what we've got here. I'm going to turn the voltage down, back down to 12 volts, and we'll start there. Okay, here we are, 12 volts. Let's see what will connect into here, if anything. Nothing. Interesting. Okay, we'll take it up to 18. Well, first let's go to 15. Anything on 15? Nothing on 15. And we'll go all the way up to 18. Nothing on 18. Okay. I'm going to back it down to 12, and I'm going to reverse the polarity just to see if maybe it's one of those odd center negative connections, which is possible. It's HP, anything's possible. Okay. 12 volts, nothing. 15, nothing. 18, nothing. Crank it all the way up, 30 volts, nothing. Let's reverse the polarity again. And try it one more time. Crank it full blast, 30 volts, nothing. So more than likely, this motherboard's shot, or I'm just not getting a good connection, which is always possible. So I'm not getting any amperage draw, or anything. All right, no good on that one. All right, for the last one, another HP. This one's a 17-inch. This one I liked it because there wasn't as much missing on this one. It's got an SD card reader in the front. It's got your headphone microphone jack here. It's got a DVD drive and nothing else along this. It's all nice and clean. The back side, just missing a battery. And for this side, we have a modem, your D-sub, power in, Ethernet, and then 3 USB ports with what looks like your PCMCIA slot here, which looks like it's a multi-port, oddly enough. Yeah, it is. It is. It's got... Huh. It's interesting because there's different connections down inside of there, so I'm not 100% sure, but I don't care. Doesn't really bother me one bit. Okay. The bottom of this, just missing the battery compartment door and what looks like the hard drive caddy door. And this actually has your standard SATA connector, which looks good. Okay. And let's open this bad boy up. Nice stiff hinges. Works really well. Nice big screen. It has a really nice keyboard. Nice touchpad. These buttons are nice rubberized. I like the feel of this one. It was actually really nice. The keys are not too terribly bad, and it just has a simple on and off and Wi-Fi. And there's tons of room up here, which I thought was really interesting because with some of the ideas that I had as far as putting in additional ports and something as far as having a development laptop where you can do multiple things with it, it'd be cool to have a little connector up here to add in. So, all right, let's see if this thing will fire up. Looks like the connector's on the other side. And let's see what we get here. Oh, I actually get power this time. This one is actually going to work. We're sitting at 14 volts. I have to hold the plug. There's nothing on the screen yet, which isn't surprising considering there's no memory or anything in this. Let me turn up the voltage a little bit. Get this up to 18 volts. It's running at 1 amp. I might actually throw some memory in this and see if it'll post. Let me do that and let's see what happens. Be right back. Okay, I put a couple of sticks of memory in here and got the power adapter in here a little bit better, so I don't want to move it too much. But it'll actually go on with the on and off button, and check it out, we have a post. Alright, let's see. F10, computer setup. Well, looks like we have a decent enough monitor here. System information. Okay, so this is an Hewlett-Packard HP Compact 6820S. Has an Intel Core 2 Duo CPU. It's running at 2 gigahertz. It's not too shabby. Okay, well, believe it or not, this is actually not too shabby. I bet you I could put a USB stick in here and it would boot right off of a USB stick. Interesting. Well, so there we go. I might actually try this again, because what I had to do is I had to really work on the power adapter to get it to function. So let me just for shits and giggles here, I'm going to try doing that same trick to these others. No. 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 Well, at least there's one of them that I know for a fact that the LCD screen is good on. Each one of these costs $15. You know, I'm going to try to do my best to give them a new life. So, anyway, that's this video. I thought you guys might want to see, you know, this is kind of what I do when I go down and pick some of this crap up and just kind of see if it's going to be useful or not. No matter what, even if they are not 100% useful, I still scavenge everything I can. So, you know, and that brings up the debate, you know, is this stuff e-waste? Or is this, you know, an opportunity to build something else? I've been looking at the boards like the Udo and the stuff that just came out from the Asus, the Tinker board. That looks interesting. The Udos look really interesting. I noticed that Orange Pi put out some new stuff which looks really interesting. It looks like the single board solutions are really stepping up, and it looks like the Raspberry Pis are really lagging behind in overall power, and you know, they still have the ability to be, you know, made into stuff and whatnot, but if you're looking for true processing power for a more intensive project, or, you know, anything, if you want to really build something that's special, then you know, it looks like some of the other boards might actually be a better choice. I'm not 100% sure yet. I do like the idea of having built-in power storage and solar panel on the lid. That is something that I'm thinking about building. I have a solar panel around here that will you know, pump out 12 volts, and it provides almost well, I guess under full light it'll provide almost an amp and a half from what I've tested, but that's under really intense sunlight. Don't get me wrong, in normal conditions, no. But my thought on that was that you would take something like this, it's low powered, and the only major draw would of course be the LCD screen. But you know, if it's something to where, you know, you just wanted to grab something, throw in your vehicle, run around or whatever, and you didn't want to have to worry about, you know, always having to be plugged in or anything, that'd be a nice idea or a nice solution. But you know, like I said, just a thought, one of the many thoughts that I've had. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I just thought you guys might want to follow along with this and try a different style of video and see if you guys like it. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And as always, see you guys next time. Take care.